Hey, it's Chuck Carstensen, Carstensen Team Remax Results, and here is another live show, live video that you're going to either watch it live, watch on the recording, or there's going to be a lot of people actually that end up watching this one on YouTube because it's a topic that... So when we're talking about for sale by owners, there's a couple things. A lot of people want to try it for sale by owner, and a lot of people try and fail, and then sometimes they're successful, and a lot of times they list it with a realtor. But I know how people first want to try or at least research it online. That's why I say this one will be viewed on YouTube a lot. So we are still, when you're watching this live or on the recording, we're still in our sharing contest on Facebook. So if you're watching this one, it is a video you can share out to your community, and you're entered into our drawing at the end of this week for a $25 gift card of your choice. And then you're entered also, even if you don't win, you're in the grand prize drawing that will come out. We're probably going to actually do the end of the week drawing, and then the grand prize one will carry it over and do it early next week. Okay, so back to the topic of for sale by owners. And there's a ton of things I'm going to share. I'm going to do this as a series about once a week where I have a video on a topic. So common mistake number one is not making the property available. And you could even hear this for regular sellers, but typically our regular sellers make the property available. But what I see the biggest difference probably between somebody trying to sell on their own and say our sellers that we've signed a listing with is not making the property available. So when people sell for sale by owner, they want to show the property. Well, you got a job, or you got kids, you got your other life, and what I find is that it's super, super hard to actually get a showing on a for sale by owner. They say, oh, can you come this weekend, or you can come at 8 o'clock at night, or, well, we can do Tuesdays or Thursdays. And if anybody's sold before, and you know you have it on the market, and you're trying to sell it, you can't do that. I'll show it 3 times a week, and this is the time frame, and get it sold. It's like almost next to impossible. So that is the biggest mistake I see, because you're on your own trying to sell it and you want to show it and you're scared to put a lockbox on. You don't want just random buyer going through. And I think when you listen to these common mistakes and you're watching this video, you can also look at, oh, that's why people do list it. So A, it's a tip to make the property available if you're going to sell it on your own. B, it's also like if you're not somebody who could make the property available frequently and you're trying or thinking about selling on your own, you might just want to skip this, like not watch the video, but skip listing it by yourself and go directly to getting a realtor, because your property is not available 24/7, but when it's live, active on the MLS and marketed all over, from 8 a.m. to say 8 p.m. is kind of the time frame you could get showings. And you might have a time slot you say, hey, that doesn't work for me. But you can't have it where it's just, it works after 6, 3 days a week, and it works on weekends. I can maybe do Saturday mornings. That doesn't really work very well. You're going to have a hard time selling it. You're just going to have lots of calls and not a lot of showings, and then not a lot of buyers. So if you are thinking about selling it on your own, you do want to make it more available for showing. Like somehow make it like, maybe you can't do the regular time frame of say 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day, like most sellers are ready for, because we put a lockbox on the property. We know who's going through because everybody's in the system. You don't have that system, but can you make it more available than 2 days a week and maybe a weekend for a little bit? That is the biggest mistake I see. I talk to for sale by owners all the time, and it is just super hard to get in the properties. And when it's super hard to get in the properties based on somebody's schedule, people, they move on, they buy something else, and they want to get in there and move on and buy something that's ready and available. So that's it. That's tip number one. Common mistake. If you're looking to sell for sale by owner, which I totally understand, people want to try it, it's just not making their property available. If you watch the video, there's some tips. If you have some more questions on this, you can always reach out to me. And if you're watching the live or recording on Facebook, this is one of our shareable videos to be entered into our contest that we've been running for the last few weeks. And I think this is actually the last week of it this week. So thank you for watching, and we'll have more on this subject each coming week, and plus our other live videos you see all the time. Chuck Carstensen, Remax Results. Have a blessed day.